This is a touchscreen knob, and the knob sounds like this. Probably the nicest sounding knob I've seen in keyboards. This thing is gigantic. I took this out and I'm like, what is this keyboard, man? Like, I've seen photos of it. Why is the box so big? And then I opened up the box to get to this box, and every box was like tightly packed. Look at this thing, man. All right, check this out though. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. And then in the box is this other box. This is my first time unboxing it, by the way. Oh my God. Come on, stop. This is a very nice unboxing experience. Well, okay, let's leave everything in here for now because, yeah, this is a lot. Oh, wow. Okay, so, oh, this like locks up here? Come on, stop. That's nice. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, by the way. They have like texture on these boxes. Everything feels so very premium. Now the price point, I thought the price point of this, like you would think this is gonna be like, you know, 700, 900 bucks. But it starts, I guess this is considered the Ultra. I don't exactly know what the actual Freya is, but it looks like the Freya, like the basic version, starts at $329, and this one here is $399 for the Ultra. I'm pretty positive this is considered the Ultra, but yeah, it starts at $399. It's 400 bucks, so it still is a, you know, premium product, but I don't think this is outrageously priced. I really don't. I think mine has the slider because they gave me notes about the slider. So what are these? These are stabilizers. Okay, so they just included some of their Wuque, I think the 3.1s. Nice touch. You get stabs in this too. Coiled cable, whatever, feet. I guess those are batteries, but what color? Oh, this. Stop, this has buttons? I've never seen a button one. That is something else. So they are letting me keep this, and if you guys don't already know, I am affiliated with Wuque. Like they do have an affiliate code, and also, oh wow, interesting looking, damn. So they do sponsor this channel, but as with any keyboard I get, I will tell you guys my fair and honest review. Interesting. This is nice. I like this. So this is a touchscreen knob. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this keyboard yet, but that is a touchscreen knob. And then this is the only part that concerns me a little bit, just because like I don't know how much I like this type of mounting style. It's the ones with the springs. So I guess we'll see. I'm not complaining, but I do wish they sent me a different bottom piece here, because I already got fingerprints on it. But this is the side profile, and I think the theme of this, like the wings, you know, like the wings kind of like on the helmet here, it suits it really nicely. It's really pretty. So, big fan of this side profile. It looks good. Everything about this board, like even the back, how it used, it looks really, really good. Again, this is a personal preference. Not the biggest fan of mirrored finishes. This one here does look incredibly good though, in terms of quality. We'll take off the wrapping afterwards, but I can see from the corner. But I mean, to each their own. This weight is actually really nice too. This is really cool, this little accent on the bottom. And it doesn't look like it has a super aggressive front height. I want to say this is probably around 20 mil. I don't think I have a stat on that, unfortunately. It's a 6.5 degree typing angle, but they don't mention front height, I don't think. The resolution on the screen is 390 by 390. That's pretty nice. No front height mentioned that I can see. And then on a visual side thing too, there is some polished chamfers on the inside too, which to each their own. Some people might really like that. You can see the light reflecting on the internals on the edges here. I think it looks really pretty. It's not like aggressive on the E-White version. This is kind of nice. I love this actually, this badge. I guess that's pretty cool. Production year on the bottom. I don't know if it'll focus, please and thank you. And then they have Freya. Little badges on the inside. Cool. Very, very cool. All right, so what do we got in here? Oh, that is satisfying. Hold on, do you guys hear that? That is pretty nice. That is satisfying, dude. This is the macro keys. So I'm guessing that's the PCB section for that. Slider, and then we have a plate and a PCB. However, I think I have a replacement PCB that they sent me. There was something wrong with the prototype one. Case screws? Well, I think this is labeled wrong. This is definitely not case screws. This is the wireless receiver. Leave that in there. I don't think I'll ever use that personally. But here's the PCB, in case you guys wanted to see. Lots of options. Lots and lots and lots of options. We like to see it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm genuinely excited to build this. I am pretty pumped up for this today. Oh, stop. I've been saying this for years. I think Matrix did it on a few boards, but it's a removable half plate. That is really cool. I've been saying this for a while now that I'd like to see something like that on boards. No one's ever done it. And then we got Poron's stuff here, which I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the macro keys. Do you guys want me to build with the slider? I feel like everyone I saw who's done this so far has done slider. I low-key think the macro keys look a little nicer anyways. Slider? What do you guys want to use? You guys can pick. Yeah, and I'm also like, why do I need a knob and a slider? But maybe some people need it for whatever they're doing, so I'll stick with this. I'm going to be using HMX switches. Some sunset, what are they called? Sunset Gleam or whatever? Sunset Gleam switches. I think these should be fun. Love this case, by the way, because it does this sound when you scratch the top. I'm doing no foam, by the way. I feel like no foam can be kind of fun. We'll give it a go with no foam today. I guess I have to peel this off now. All right, guys, here it goes. Has some like residue everywhere. You can see my camera setup. Yeah, it's really good PVD, by the way. Super, super good. Like, no ripples. I don't know if this is polished, but I'm pretty positive this is PVD. But this is very, 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 very good. Kind of lost the sweetness there in the center of the peel. I'm sorry, Slow Corey. I'm not good at peeling things, man. Also, I don't think we noticed this, but this has a really cool kind of like profile on the bottom as well, as the wings on the side essentially kind of taper inwards. So very, very cool design of this board, man. I'm into this. Low key, I'm kind of into this too. This looks super awesome. This little badge on the back. All right, now I'm not exactly sure how to assemble this. I'm assuming we just lay these things down here because there's not really much else. So we got to put these things on too. So I'm guessing these are to help dampen some stuff too. I don't know why they didn't spend a few extra minutes to think of a good design for the desk or for the cables on this. There's a lot of cables, a lot of stuff going on with this. I feel like they could have better implemented the cables, honestly. Again, will it affect the end result of this keyboard? Probably not. But it does add to some sort of like for example, when you're building a computer, that extra cable organization that you got going on when you're building a PC can sometimes like make or break your experience with something. This is very awkward, by the way. Adding all these cables in. First things first, we're gonna finagle this thing in. Oh wow, look, it turned on. Wow. Oh, it's actually a touchscreen. That's crazy. That is pretty cool. Building this looks like a pain. Did someone say there's gonna be pogo pins in the final? I didn't see that in notes. Let me double check the notes they sent me. 1 second. I guess I didn't read that properly. I thought that meant a magnet for something else. Magnetic sockets to connect to PC and daughter boards instead of traditional wiring. Okay. So yeah, that looks like they will change that. Thank God, because this is an awful experience as is. Probably the weakest point of this keyboard is the assembly right now. It has RGB, it does. All right, let's screw in these little things for the knob. But I think it's nice that they're gonna do magnetic pogo pins for this. Definitely necessary, man. Way too many cables for this. Assuming you go with the batteries. I'm imagining once they have the magnetic connectors, this will be a lot less of a chore to kind of plate, I guess, fit in. Oh, they're gonna be improving a lot of the internal stuff, they said, for how everything slots together. So it said it might be a little finicky. That's one of their notes. Perhaps I have the plate upside down. Although that wouldn't make sense because the holes don't line up that way. Perhaps this is a me error. I think this notch is supposed to align at the bottom here. Okay, maybe we do screw it in here and here on the bottom. So essentially we screw it down onto the, as you guys can see, we've screwed it down to the case, so it shouldn't wobble anymore. Let's take a little peek-sees at some of the stuff here. Probably has my fingerprint on this, but this is a touchscreen knob, and the knob sounds like this. Probably the nicest sounding knob I've seen in keyboards. Buying immediately, it does not click down, but you can swipe. There's gonna be different apps and stuff. Obviously, I don't have anything plugged in at the moment. Again, with this keyboard here, the mounting style is using those springs. It's not very high refresh rate. I have no idea how this is gonna sound. I actually really don't care for any keyboards that have used this mounting style with these springs. I think it usually sounds quite metallic. So we're gonna see how this is gonna sound. We may have to put some bottom foam in this, but let's just go in, put some keycaps on. Now I have used, I have 2 batches of Sunset Gleams. I've already used them on a build privately, like I haven't shown you guys, and I really liked them. They're like all the rest of the HMX switches. They have that nice deeper sound profile. I haven't yet seen a keyboard with something like this, and I think this is actually kind of looking kind of cool, so. Yeah, I only use foam when it feels a little hollow, but it's all personal preference. Some people really like using foam regardless of what it sounds like, so. The screen's nice and bright though. Tells you battery life, which is, you know, nice. Still responsive when you swipe, so that's good. I guess let's see what this sounds like. So we're using HMX Sunset Gleam switches, the Wuque stabilizers, the aluminum/polycarbonate plate with no foam. Yeah, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with the software. I don't think I have the software yet. I think I saw it on their website, but I haven't dabbled with it yet, so. All right, let's see what this sounds like though, because I am very, 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 very curious. Not gonna lie, I do feel like it's a little bit resonant because of the springs. Like I feel like the sound is there. Like it's there, it's there, but it's missing some bass. If you're an enjoyer of this resonance, not my stomach growling, but the resonance, like the flex is there. This is a super soft typing experience, so, but I am going to put the bottom foam in. I do feel like it needs it. I do think the foam won't sound foamy though, if I'm being honest, guys. All right, all cables almost all in. All right, let's see what this sounds like now with the bottom foam. That already sounds a million times better. Yeah, that's so much better.
What's up, alexotos? Hopefully things are going well, homie.
I can tell the mods are aluminum. And this is polycarbonate in the center, which is cool. The bottom foam was nice. It's not, okay, again, we're gonna be like kind of critical on the sound here to what I normally like, my preferences. It still has a little bit of thinness. It's probably, again, gonna be attributed to using those spring mounts. However, I guess the trade-off is you do get a bit of a softer typing experience here. Let's try putting a Nixie. I want it to be a little bit more oomph, you know, in my face. I like that a little bit more, actually. Okay, I like it with the Nixie. Overall, I think the keyboard's good. Everything works on it. Like, I'm gonna have to do some off-stream exploring with the app to get this all sorted out and how to do things here, but the apps work. Like, I mean, everything on here seems like it works. I'll have to use a Windows computer to see about the temps and see how that works too. It is touchscreen. I'm not the biggest fan of the spring mount. I think would have been really cool is if they implemented the spring mount, but then just also gave us an option for like top mount or something. I think that would have been really, really awesome. But yeah, I feel like you do need the bottom foam, the foam underneath the PCB, to make it sound a little bit more bassy and full. But overall, the keyboard's pretty cool. I like what they did with the plate. I can tell that this is polycarbonate and this is aluminum. Like, I can genuinely tell the difference. Overall, though, sound profile's still there. Like, it's still nice. Oddly enough, I'll probably still use this board. I think this would be a fun board to play games with or something on. Bye, everybody. Love you. Peace out, guys.